quick word on Cristiano, because he's been on the news in two ways. One is Nicky's going to dazzle us with some stats designed to make him look bad, and I will dazzle you with the fact that first, before Nicky gives her stats, he didn't show up to, obviously Monday night, we came this on a Tuesday, it was the FIFA The Best Awards. He was on the short list with Lionel Messi and Virgil van Dijk, and he didn't show up, which is a tendency to do when he knows ahead of time he didn't win. Although, to be fair, he did show up to the UEFA award in August. I'm still fascinated by the fact that he attributes so much importance to these awards and generally feels slighted. I think they're all nonsense. I've written columns about this. I think it's completely idiotic.
Yeah, but you don't have a competitive desire the way that a footballer does, right? Or the ego does.
I'll go back.
He's only good because he has an ego.
Cristiano, if you're watching this, the stuff that you win is much more valuable than the stuff people give you.
No.
To win this award,
it is about you merit it, though.
A bunch of numpties around the world. I'm not saying that you can make a case for, I think you can make a case for all three of them, right? Depending how you look at it. I mean,
no, Virgil, you really can't.
Okay, well, I'll in 30 seconds make the case for all three. Virgil van Dijk got to within 1 point of the title, and he won the Champions League. And he's arguably the best defender in the world.
Listen, Liverpool are the only team that didn't get humiliated,
That's fine. But you're just making the case for all three. And there are people that will vote on this. Lionel Messi, objectively, in my opinion, I know I'm not the only one, is the best player in the world. Regardless of whether he had an up or down season, he's still probably, if you had one pick in some kind of football super draft, most sane people would pick Lionel Messi. Who would you pick? Would you pick Lionel Messi, your Space Jam team?
Yeah.
Don't give me a long answer. Exactly, yes.
What do you give me the long answer? No, I don't agree.
I said, don't give me the long answer. You might choose somebody else, but what I'm saying is the majority of people will view it that way, so he will instantly get a ton of votes. And Cristiano Ronaldo has a strong case because he won the league. He didn't score a bazillion goals, but in big games in the Champions League during Juve's run, he was there to be counted. He scored a bunch of important goals against Atletico Madrid. And
that's it.
And he did his part. He scored twice against Ajax. And he won the Nations League, right? So people attribute importance to these things. So you can make a case for all three. But it ends up being a giant, stupid popularity contest. And the way people get bent out of shape out of this, I just don't understand it. It makes no sense to me.
Because you do get bent out of shape, just like in the way that Schneider got bent out of shape when he didn't win it in 2010, because he was the one who was the most deserving of it. I'm sorry, I'm not going to go all out. I am a competitor. I am a footballer. These things matter to me. And I am sorry, but I cannot imagine how a man who was humiliated in the Copa del Rey final, who was humiliated in the Champions League, I'm not saying this is Messi's fault, but the point is he was still on a team that lost twice in big games that they should not have lost, yeah? And in much the same way that I don't think Ronaldo deserves it, because you got knocked out by Ajax.
Who would you have voted for?
Van Dijk.
Me too.
And do I think that he's the best defender in the world? No, because Ramos should have won that a long time ago. And if it wasn't Ramos, then it's going to damn well be Chiellini. It's not going to be Virgil van Dijk now. But
I'd say
in this year, based on those three,
that's fine. But you can make arguments for each.
Based on those three, Van Dijk deserved it the most.
And getting back to the Serie A awesome podcast.
Yes, tell us about Cristiano Ronaldo. Look, she's going to go and diss Ronaldo some more.
It's not like a major diss on him. This is nothing that I think anyone who has been watching that team hasn't really been thinking. But the free kicks thing, Ronaldo's still taking for the free kicks for this team when he is clearly not the best person to be doing it. 24 free kicks now between League and Champions League. He has scored none of them. He's hit the wall in 15 of those. In the same period of time, Pjanic has been allowed to take 6 free kicks for Juventus. He has scored one of them. But the stat that really caught my eye, so if we look just at the league, Ronaldo has now taken 18 free kicks in Serie A without scoring, which makes him, which is the second most of any player to go without scoring after joining the league. Second only behind Frosinone's Camilo Ciano, who went 21 last year. So 3 more missed free kicks in the league, and Ronaldo will have the record for being the player with the most failures to score from a direct free kick.
Haters at Nicky Bandini, by the way.
I just want to bring up this point on Ronaldo. Don't get me wrong, I'm a Juventus fan. Thank you so much for all the, the merchandise, the high quality football that you can bring and all of this business. But I do feel there's been a fall in Juventus's performances since he's arrived. And I do think there is a reliance on the fact that tactically, Ronaldo doesn't need to defend. Ronaldo takes the free kicks, even though Pjanic is better at it. Allegri has suffered, didn't win the double for the first time in his career at Juventus, because the whole point of the season was how do we get the best out of Ronaldo and achieve balance in the overall team. it's almost like since Ronaldo has come, he's sort of taken the spotlight, and it's been less about what's made Juventus so good over the years, which is their teamwork, which is their flexibility, their movement, meritocracy, and more of it being around how do we get the most out of Ronaldo. And there is a part of me.
Nobody's going to argue with you. You nailed it 100%. There should be a little Instagram post because you nailed it. It's the reason why Allegri's gone, by the way.
But is this unfair to say this?
It's not unfair. Sometimes it's difficult when you've got a very established team to integrate a superstar into it, especially one of that magnitude.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPNFC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.